Well, hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, and as you can see from my table right here, this is pure silver. And I stacked it up ever so nicely just to show you. This group right here represents well over $5,000 in pure silver. Now, silver has come down in price very recently, although over the last few years it has come up pretty good in price, but we're talking about what's happening recently, which is a nice decline. And I say a nice decline because I like to buy this stuff at the best price possible. And so when I see a decline, I start hitting it hard. And I have been doing that like crazy throughout this decline. Now, my only problem with silver, as cheap as it is to me right now, is I want to get more of it and for cheaper. That's my goal. And I want to tell you an alternative way right now on how we can do that. Now, right here up on my computer, you can see Silver Mountain Resources. I'm going to have a lot of information down in the description of this video, so you can click down there and find out exactly what I'm looking at too. None of this stuff is hidden. You can access this stuff easily through the links that I'll have below. Now, Silver Mountain Resources is interesting to me because it is a pure silver play as of right now, meaning that's what they're after. They're after silver. Silver, as we all know, right, is a super industrial metal. And when I say super industrial, I mean like seriously. Everything you're looking at me with right now, listening to me talk to you, with my early morning voice, is something that has silver inside of it. And the future is bright for silver because, especially with like electric cars, which are going to be big, big, big in our future, I can almost guarantee that. That stuff requires a decent amount of silver. Just about all electronics, missiles we found out recently have just a load of silver inside of them. And so we need more and more of that as we go on as human beings. And so companies like Silver Mountain Resources, who are into collecting silver and, actually mining the stuff, are going to be a big deal in the future. Now, a little bit about this company, just to kind of give you some information, is on their website. Again, that information is going to be down in the description of my video. But first, I do want to say that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube that is talking about a company like Silver Mountain Resources, who has sponsored this video, and I am greatly appreciative of them for doing so because it has opened my eyes to a really interesting company where we can get silver from the company basically for super, super cheap. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But just real quick, I want to see their About page. And it says, About Silver Mountain Resources, or AGMR. And I love that name, AGMR. That is just so cool to me. Is a silver explorer and mine developer company, which is planning to undertake exploration activities at its highly prospective silver camps and to restart production at its projects in Peru. It is well capitalized and owns a 100% interest in that property in Peru. AGMR targets the acquisition of mining concessions for exploration, exploitation, extraction, and processing of silver as well as other types of metals. That is interesting right there. Silver right now is their pure play. That's what the company is focusing on. But there are projects that they own that have a very strong potential to get into gold. Why that's important? Well, we're going to talk about it here soon. So just stay with me, okay? But anyways, one big super interesting thing about this company is it had an IPO, or initial public offering, of its stock only a few months ago. So why is that interesting? Because it's basically new to everybody out there as far as, its offering in its stock offerings, which is kind of low right now. Now, like I said, silver has been coming down in price. So what happens oftentimes when that happens is that the miners that go out there and actually extract this stuff from the ground, those typically will come down in price too. And then when prices shoot back up, the gold, silver miners out there tend to also rise with those prices of precious metals. But right now, as far as the making of this video is concerned, 24 cents USD. That's the United States dollar, of course, and it's in the OTC markets. This is the ticker symbol right here, AGMRF, in the OTC markets at 24 cents a share. Which, if I come over here and look at their chart, you can see their chart is relatively flat as they started their initial public offering only a few months prior. And you can see it's actually very, very similar in price right now to the initial public offering, which is great because usually with the initial public offering, there's a lot of excitement. The price can come up, but we're still getting that price right now. So nothing has changed as of right now. So we're just waiting for some crazy news to come through. And when it does come through from this company, when they start really, really gathering momentum, I think it's just going to be an up and up thing for the investors. That's my personal opinion on it right there. You start getting good news and then the price tends to come up. I mean, that's what I've seen many times with stocks, right? I mean, let's keep it honest. Okay, so why is that important though? Because we're getting the best price possible for this company. It's only 24 cents a share right now, which is the same price basically that they came in at during their IPO. That's fascinating to me. It's a good time. Usually I get into stocks, a little bit later in the game after they've already, come out, established themselves, etc. But I'm able to get into this one right here at a new price point and the price point basically that they started at. So let's talk about their projects. One of their projects is the pure silver play. Has an existing silver mine, which is great because it is past producing, and that way we know that actual silver does exist here in this project of theirs, and that's important. It tells us it's already there. There's no exploring necessary. They've already got the mine. It's past producing. It's going to keep producing for them. It's good to go. That's good for everybody. There's no hidden, agendas there. It's a mine that works, right? And there's some information. Again, this is a website of theirs. You can get all of this information on your own if you want, just by clicking my link down in the description of the video, of course. But what's also great, beyond their pure silver play, is they have other projects as well where, as you can see right here, gold exploration potential. So when you're buying into a company, first of all, it's cheap, really, in my opinion, as Silver Mountain Resources is at the 24 cents a share, and they already hold a large amount of silver, and they have a past producing mine. I mean, it's dirt cheap that you're able to kind of get silver for if you consider it that way. But you're also kind of getting free potential gold in the deal right here if you invest with Silver Mountain Resources. And anything that they get as part of their silver mining process, and when they mine silver, it's not like there's only silver in the ground. You got copper, zinc, gold, etc. that's also within the ground there. And so when they pull that stuff up, everything else that comes up with the silver is just like extra gravy. I mean, when they go to sell that stuff off, it's just extra income for the company, which means extra valuation for the company, which means potential increase for the shareholders like you and I. So it's just good news to see that they have more going on and there's a potential there. And you can see that right here in this other project that it's looking good for them on that. So again, newer company, kind of was founded, I think, in 2021, if my calculations are correct. And the IPO was just this year in 2022. It's a new startup, and it has a lot of high-level people backing it up, including Eric Sprott, which we've talked about before with some big companies. He's big time on, good mining companies out there, and he's also invested here. And this is one of their project packages too, which you can read a lot about their land and their projects that they have right now and where they're located, which is over in South America, over in Peru. But it's looking like they're going to be doing very well. And not only just to me right here, but you can see that in their structure, their capital structure here, that they have a lot of nice investors that are also interested. Let me zoom in right here. So right at the top, you can see Franklin Templeton Investments, Merck, Eric Sprott, and then also Sprott, which is a company, I guess he founded Eric Sprott, but no longer is owned by him. Also is investing, the VB family, and all kinds of other insiders are interested in Silver Mountain Resources. So it's kind of like one of those little hidden gems, if you ask me. They're finding that this, little diamond in the rough here is about to be a full-blown polished diamond soon, I think. So right now they have no debt, debt-free company, which is great for investors. They're going to have a their own, well, actually they already own their own plant for refining metals, and they also have a tailings dam right here that's part of the company, and they have plenty of rights for mining and permits. I mean, they're good to go. It's just that they're new, and so when they're new like that, and they're not fully going strong yet, that price of 24 cents is just sitting there waiting for us to get involved in. I mean, I'm excited about that low price, super excited, because I can buy a ton of shares at 24 cents a share. I mean, let's be honest. So it is definitely an investment opportunity, if you ask me, to get involved right here early on. Now, the valuation when it comes to 24 cents a share and all the silver they have and all the potential they have, you are getting silver at way less than $19 an ounce, if you consider it that way. You're getting silver for just pennies an ounce. And that's what I'm all about, trying to get as cheap as possible. Of course, you're not getting the physical stuff like I'm holding in my hand, but you're getting it from the makers, basically, the ones that are bringing the stuff out of the ground. From the source, that's where you're getting it. And I find it interesting. But there is a lot of potential here, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to really, really take a look at this company. Do your own research in this for sure. And, get back with me. Let me know what you think about this company that, is out there exploring and also already has the mind to grab silver out of the ground. Silver Mountain Resources seems like a great, great company to get invested in. And again, here's their stock ticker symbol in the OTC markets. I'm going to say it again, AGMRF. Look them up yourself. Look up how new they are and how interesting this company can be. You can see their drilling results right here. And that's also good news because they're already drilling. Here's their management team that they have listed for you here. A lot of high-level people that are getting involved here in this company. And like I said, a lot of big-time investors that are also involved in this company. And what I also like is that, they're interested in the same thing that you and I most likely are interested in if you're still watching this video, is silver, right? Look at this right here. Why silver? It says silver is a valuable and practical industrial commodity and appealing precious metal. Annual global silver consumption of 1 billion ounces. 1 billion ounces, roughly, okay? That's a large amount of silver. And that's right now. When silver starts to really, really increase here in the future with more need for electronics, which has been happening, but it's going to continue happening at a huge level, that 1 billion is probably going to double or triple in my just, personal opinion. And when that happens, guaranteed that our price of our silver is going to skyrocket. And when that happens, the prices of companies that are getting the silver out of the ground are also going to skyrocket. So industry has been in a physical deficit recently, and silver is the best thermal and electrical conductor of all metals. So if you want the fastest cars, if you want the speediest electronics and computers, etc., you can't use anything but silver if you want the best, because it is the best thermal and electrical conductor that exists on planet Earth. Now, there's a growing demand for use in photo Voltec silver panels and 5G networks. So what I'm talking about like there is like solar panels. Excuse my pronunciation of this word right here, but yeah, solar panels and 5G has been going crazy, as you all know. It's everywhere right now. But solar for power has also been going nuts the last few years. Through the pandemic even, I've seen tons of homes with solar getting put on, and it was just kind of shocking to see all these houses with that on there. It's kind of an expensive process right now, but as it starts to grow and more people start to compete with the solar panels, I think you're going to see that those right there become more efficient and the price becomes more appealing, and more people are going to get the solar panels on their homes and maybe even vehicles too. Let's be honest. I mean, why not? Growing demand from automotive sector as it electrifies. We talked about that. It takes a decent amount of silver in those electric vehicles, and it's just going to keep increasing that demand for electric vehicles. I mean, I see it all the time. I see gas pumps right now, like Tesla gas pumps everywhere, it seems like, and it's just coming in strong. I go to parks and there's electric charging stations at the parks. I go to grocery stores and there are convenient little electric pumps at the grocery store where you park, and then while you're in the grocery store you can fill up your car a little bit. It's just way more convenient than gas. And is gas pretty cool? Yeah, gas is definitely cool. I mean, I've been a gas car user for years, but this electric thing is just a convenience factor, and the possibilities are just almost endless for it. And let's be honest, the car goes faster, and it's has better acceleration, and the life of it's just intense. And I don't know, man, it's the future for sure. It's there. And as we start to increase that technology, you're going to see that it's just going to be inevitable to where you're going to be having one of these electric cars in your driveway or in your garage. It's just inevitable. Anyways, demand as a safe haven investment is rising along with gold. The last, maybe 5-6 years, silver has just become just blown up. It's in the news everywhere. Influencers like myself are talking about it like crazy. Silver is not going anywhere. So when a company like Silver Mountain Resources really starts to, get involved in the pure silver play, and they're taking this stuff out of the ground, they have a past producing mine. They are holding physical silver right now. It's intense because we believe in it. We believe in it, and so does a lot of people. And so this company right here is like basically on our side. They're believing in the same thing we are, and they're grabbing this stuff from the ground. Somebody's got to do it, and Silver Mountain Resources is mining this stuff from the ground through a past producing mine. And it's just, the future is bright, in my opinion, and the price is right at 24 cents. I cannot just drive that home enough that it is super cheap right now. Anyways, there's their website, www.agmr.ca. And again, down in the description of this video, I'll have a little, click down thing right there. You can just go and click that little link, and you can come right to their website and check out their the presentation that I'm on right now, or their actual website. You can see their stock ticker symbol, again, in the OTC or the United States market of AGMRF. Actually, right here it is, AGMRF. And I'll also have those stock ticker symbols down in the description of the video too for you for easy access. But you got to check this company out. You got to at least take a look at it, because it's so cheap that, in my opinion, it would not hurt just to grab some and see what happens here in the next year or two. I think it was this slide right here. Yes, they already have their ideas for the future right there going forward. And you can see that 2021, they had their permits and licenses. This is already passed. Plan and set up on-site logistics, already passed. Here we are, restart of operations. So they're going to restart their drilling campaign, which they've been doing, and exploring prospective targets and test mining. Been doing that. And then they're going to be doing the refurbish of the processing plant, which they own. So that's kind of awesome. And then resource updates in 2023. Commence production 2024. So in a couple of years, I think that it's definitely a company that we're going to want to come back and visit and see, that we had an opportunity at 24 cents to come in and see where it is then after a couple years, because I don't see it being 24 cents very much longer, especially, you know, typically when a company, or I'm sorry, a influencer like myself starts to get involved here, prices change pretty rapidly and quickly too. You know, I'm not saying that I'm that big of a deal, but it just typically, it's just like good luck, I guess. It just happens that way. Let's just call it good luck. Anyways, definitely check out their presentation. Check out the company itself, AGMR, or Silver Mountain Resources. And again, look at that stock ticker symbol. You should have a little app on your phone right there. Why not? That, you know, talks about different stocks that you're interested in, and just plug that into your phone there, or whatever apps you got there. AGMRF is in the OTC markets, and check them out. Again, down in the description below, check that out, and let me know what you think about this company. I'm pretty excited about it, and excited about that price point of 24 cents as of the making of this video. You can't beat that. I gotta go for now. I appreciate you for watching. Get into the silver game, because it's going to be big in the future, in my personal opinion, and it seems like it's been right so far, that silver's been going to, you know, really good levels. It's been really healthy the last few years since I've been involved in silver. I've been super happy, and I was able to get in at a good price point, and through this company we might be able to get into another good price point. I gotta go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is out.